Hello farmers, welcome back to Hazzard County. We are back to harvesting the corn. Well, the corn in the other field. I'm hoping I can finish in this in-game day, that'd be nice. Just because I want to get to the soybeans in the morning. The weather should be good for a couple days, last I checked. So yeah, I definitely need to get the soybeans in, and I really want to get the barley in. Well, I want to get them all in really, so let's just face it, I want to get them all in. But the barley as well. I want to get the barley down to the flour mill. So I did find the flour mill. I can't remember if I said that in the last episode or not, because it's been a week since I've really been on this map. But yeah, there is a flour mill here. I found it. I have been there before. I just didn't remember where it was. I went looking for it, and I found it. It's kind of like down nearby the ethanol plant. So we'll bring the barley on down there, and we'll make some flour. And I should get more money selling flour than I would barley, I would think. Alright, class Lexion, I'll meet you on the other side of the field because I can't follow you around. So yeah, I'm hoping to get this field done today. And since it's Christmas Eve, I actually downloaded the Christmas tree off the mod hub, and I placed it at the farm. And I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like that. It's either a conflict with the mod I have, or is this the way it is? I got the gifts, I got the lights, I just don't have the tree. Maybe, I don't know, I just left it up because, you know, it cost me $1,000 to buy the stupid tree. That's an expensive Christmas tree, but, you know, I'm hoping that when midnight comes, no crop there? Interesting. I'm hoping when midnight comes that, or not midnight, when night comes that maybe, just maybe, that the tree will show up. I don't know. Right now I'm just kind of hoping to get the class Lexion unloaded without running into a tree anywhere. That's going to be kind of hard to do. You know what? You don't need to be unloaded yet. Don't stick out the... Yep, see, that's my bad. My bad. Sorry. That's why I can't do that. Yeah, so I got him to do 3 headlands. So hopefully he can kind of get down to the end somewhere. Or I'll just have to wait for him to get full to unload. So also, this is... I've been playing on Green Mountain since Seasons had an update as well, and I didn't really look for on Green Mountain because we don't have any animals. I came in here to check on the animals. And in case you didn't know this by now, but at least on PC, I don't know how it is on console, but if you're running Seasons and you just hit the escape to come to the main menu, the animals are not in the main HUD anymore if you're running Seasons. You actually have to go into the Seasons HUD, which is, on the PC is Alt-S, and your animals are in here. And like if I go to sheep, now all the sheep are listed over here. Then you can scroll down. It makes it a little bit easier, which I do agree. I was looking at the sheep and I was trying to figure out, you know, because animals can get old and die. So I'm wondering on sheep. I got a mature sheep. Is that I don't know. I mean, she's only 2.3 years old, but it's mature. I'm not sure what the age or life expectancy, lifespan of a sheep is on Seasons. So I have seen it on other people's Let's Plays. Actually, I think it was Mr. Sealy P I was watching, and he was doing something on chickens, and his chickens died of old age. So yeah, I'm not really sure how old a sheep can get before it gets too old. And where are you going? Are you going to back up the entire length of the field? Wait, what are you doing? Oh, I see. You're also going to harvest as well, so you don't run over. Wait. Mm-hmm. Course play. Sometimes it makes you wonder what they're actually doing. But he was just clearing himself a path to unload. So most of this corn will be used for ethanol in the wintertime. We'll make ethanol, and some of this corn we're going to keep to make Tolmex rations. So in a second here, I want to get back into the animal HUD. Kind of show you something about the cows, because I don't remember the cows requiring this much food for the year, but maybe it's because I haven't checked on it how much they need for a year. And we did buy twice as many cows, but right now they require 53,000 liters per year, which I do have plenty enough of, I do believe, but I found it kind of interesting. Yeah, you should be able to make the end of the field by now. So where were we? So all on the left-hand side is a list of all the pastures, enclosures, whatever you want to call them. All the placeables you have down on your map. So these, we got quite a few placeables. Where are my cattle? Right here, cattle. Yeah, so even in here now, we'll show you how much they need for a year. So I need about 52,000 liters as of right now. I got a little bit of manure, slurry, no milk. Yeah, I should be expecting some cows in a day or so. In-game day. I mean, next animal in 0.1 years. So yeah, I'm not sure. We're going to require much more Tumnix rations there. But I do like how they break down the animal HUD now. It's pretty neat. It's a lot better than it was before. Much easier to read, much easier to figure out, at least. But at first, when I was, I think it was actually on Green Mountain Forest. If you haven't seen, we did place down a sheep pasture, and I went to check on something. I was like, "Where's the animal HUD?" I'm like, I said, "Is there no animal HUD here because I don't have a livestock market?" And somehow I found it by, I think I was checking the forecast on seasons. I'm like, "Wait a minute, there's an animal HUD in here? I didn't know that." So yeah, if you've been looking for it and didn't know where it was, that's where it is. You probably already know by now. And I'm letting the harvester get around the telephone poles. I don't want him trying to extend the pipe out and hit the telephone pole. So little by little, we'll get this cornfield taken care of. Like I said, today. I think it took the field on the left-hand side, I think it took us like maybe 4 in-game hours to harvest that field. So if it takes me 4 in-game hours to harvest this field, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I do have the date on the season's HUD in the upper right-hand corner, so that's why you see like September. We're in the month of September. It's the 14th of September. We do run 6-day seasons here. I'm trying to figure out what display I like to see. In other words, I can change it. I think it's this button here. Yeah, I could just have September for Monday. If I leave it like that, this means it's the first day of this fall season. I think I'll leave it like that. So it's the first day of fall, and it's the year 2020, which does mean that we are in our second season. And it is a good day to make some hay. Got a plus sign up there. But for the rest of the evening, or evening hours, this is what we'll be doing here. I do have to take care of the horses a little bit. They need some hay. So I'll probably do that before I call it a night. And we're going to call it a night whenever I get done with this cornfield. If I get done early enough, and it's still daylight, I will bring the combine back to the farm. I'll get the correct header and get that down to the field so it's ready to go first thing in the morning. I'll need to bring the auger wagon down there and the truck with the tandem trailers as well. So yeah, this is going to take me a few in-game hours. In-game hours. I'm getting confused. It's early in the morning for me. Yeah, so I think what we'll do, since we did this last episode, I'll just bring it back when we're near the end. And hopefully, in the morning, the forecast does look well enough. We'll be doing some soybeans. I need the soybeans to make some more Tumnix rations for our cows. And I'm hoping that next in-game day that we can start getting some more cows. And that also should mean that the ladies that do have the offspring will start producing some milk for us as well. Everything seems to be going to plan. Getting this cornfield done before it gets dark would be real nice, which we will do. I might even have some time to get most of the equipment down to the soybean fields so ready for first thing in the morning. And the way the money situation is going, we still owe like $1 million. Is it still $1 million? What do we owe? Is it over $1 million or just under $1 million? I forgot. Just over $1 million. But we should be able to pay that off either with the ethanol fuel or the crops that we have in storage. I don't know if I want to sell the crops when it hits a high price or just wait for a high demand. High demands are going to be kind of tricky because there's so many different kind of things we can sell on this map that it's kind of like a roll of the dice kind of thing. The one thing I do see a lot of is a great demand for fuel. So if we get that again in the wintertime, we're golden. But I was thinking, if the money goes well, and I do have like $1 million worth of equipment on order at the store for next year from when we do spring seeding, I would like to get another combine. Just so I can have 2 combines going. So like next year, if I happen to do like 2 cornfields like this again, I could have combines going in both fields, and I can be going back and forth with the auger wagon It might get a little busy, but something I think we can manage. I want to hop in here. Yeah, so you are done. Thank you for your services. But what I need to do is pick up the mess that you kind of left behind at each corner. So yeah, if I get 2 combines, then that means I could probably maybe get more fields for next season, if the money's right. But like I said, we got $1 million to pay off. I got $1 million of equipment to buy for next year because I'm not seeding with a Horse Pronto 9-meter anymore with the size fields that we have. Just not right. But yeah, we'll make it. And it's equipment I have not used before. So I think it'll be interesting and fun. Yeah, so things are going well this farm. Second season, I can't complain. But we did do a lot of contracts in the first season. I don't think I've done any contracts in the second season, just because we have enough work to do and the money's coming in now. I don't want to say easy, but it's coming in fast. Let's just put it that way. It's coming in good enough for us. I should have enough money for midnight. I need about $5,500 to pay off the loan interest, but if I don't have enough, that's okay. By the time we actually get up in the morning, our solar panels will have made us enough money to get us probably back above zero. And now we're headed on back down to the other side of the field to finish up the rest of the corn that they left behind. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do any corn next year or not. That's something we'll have to decide when springtime comes. The trailers up here are all full, so I got 240,000 liters on the Volvo truck, and whatever's in our auger wagon, I didn't have a look. I think that field over there gave us like 340,000 liters of corn. Should get just about the same. I did notice this field did have a lot of areas where the crop did not germinate, or we lost it to frost early in the season. I don't know, but that's what the bare spots were. Let's go ahead and at least get a little bit of corn. I might get 1,000 liters out of all this, but no, it's only got 200 down there. So yeah, okay, maybe 500 liters. But it's still 500 liters. I'll grab it. I'm not going to do anything else this afternoon on the farm other than move this equipment from these fields down to the other one. And we are done with the corn header for the season. I might plant hops here next year. Don't know. Like I said, I think I'll probably figure it all in the springtime. What I need to do here, if I get enough time in the fall, is to prep the fields for next season. So when springtime comes, I won't have to do lime, fertilization, all that kind of stuff. I might have to do some fertilization, but yeah, we'll see how it all goes. Let me fold up the corn header. Put the pipe out. Let's hop back on down to here. Yeah, so I got about 65,000 liters in here, plus the 240 up there. So yeah, we are over 300 grand. It's about the same. So we'll have like 600,000 liters of corn I can make in ethanol, and I'll probably save the rest for Tolmex rations. I do have like 100,000 liters in the mixer already, just sitting there waiting to be used, so I don't need that much corn for next year. And as we saw, the amount of cows that we have right now, I need about 55,000 liters to feed the cows. We should get a few more cows, so I'm going to try to guess on needing like 75,000 to 100,000 liters of total mixed rations for the cows next season. But we should be fine. I'll make sure I have enough corn. All the soybeans will go into the mixer as well. And since I'm in this, we'll bring this back now, empty this right into the silo. Yeah, I am hoping when it gets dark that the Christmas tree back at the house is fully there, not just the lights in the package. It could be a mod conflict, but I mean, this is right off the Giants mod hub, so yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure what's going on there. I still got a lot of straw bales to sell as well. Like I said, if I really needed the cash right now, I would, but we don't need it. I think I got like 300 bales or so left to sell. And the day before we sold them at Cletus's. And Cletus is actually going to help us out on Green Mountain Forest, if you're following along with that series. Yeah, we got a sheep pasture on that one now, and Cletus is supposed to be delivering some sheep over to that farm. Alright, we'll fold that in. So with it being Christmas Eve, the day this video is released, is everyone all set for Christmas? I would hope so at this point. If not, you might want to get a start on that. So yeah, looking at this field here, some people give me some hints. Like I said, there's a lot of reasons why this would happen. The reason why this has happened here is I do believe when he made the map, there's like an overlap of some farmland there. Some have said, and I've never done this, but I probably could, is if I alter the terrain there a little bit, it could fix the problem. I don't think the terrain is hilly enough to where the header was too far off the ground. But that's how you can fix the situation on that. So right down here is our soybean field. Right here on our left-hand side. We're going to park that here for the night. Let's come back up to here. We'll grab this truck, which has 240,000 liters of corn in it. Put that into our silo. I'm glad the silo has a capacity of 1 million. I mean, we're only like 60, we'll be like 65% of the way there on the corn to 1 million. So, yeah, so in a couple days, I definitely want to get that barley. I just happened to look at the economy page, and flour sells for like over $2,000. So I'll look forward to making some flour and selling that in the future. I don't know if flour is made 1 liter by 1 liter, so every liter of barley I put in, do I get 1 liter of flour? If so, we'll make a killing on that. Let's see, I want to... Right there should be good. So that's the first trailer being emptied. And the second trailer is over the trigger as well. I like this silo because it's big enough for 2 trailers to dump in at the same time. It's kind of weird. The first trailer, as you see, it's kind of hard to tell, but you can see like a little dust coming out of there. That is unloading. If you go to the back trailer, you can really see it unloading. And if we come over here, you can see our corn skyrocketing. Yeah, we should end up with over like 600, I don't know what it is now, like 650,000. You can see spelt, that price was going up. We got 836,000 liters to sell. Rye, 250,000 liters to sell. The wheat we're keeping. We're going to make some seed with that. So the price of spelt was going up earlier this afternoon. I wonder what it's up to. 766. So up near 800. It hasn't been up to 800, but up near 800 is the best price for both rye and spelt. So I could sell that. So here's flour over here. You can see right now it's selling for $2,150. So it looks like we end up with 622,000 liters of corn. So not bad. I don't know how much soybean we're going to get. I don't think I'm going to bring the truck down to the field. I think we'll just put the truck somewhere. I can just always bring the auger wagon back up and unload into the mixer. Although I don't know if I can get the auger wagon in there. So yeah, the soybeans need to go in here. So I think what we'll do is I'm just going to park this on the side of our barn. And apparently I left the barn doors open again. Did I leave both open? I think I left them open to get the baler. Yep, I must have taken the baler out of here. We'll close that. To keep most of the animals out. I mean, mice are going to get in here no matter what you do. So what I'm going to do now is I want to bring the harvester back, grab the correct header, drive him on down to the soybean field, and then I am going to go check on the horses. I do know they need hay for the evening. So I'm just going to ride over there and grab a bale of hay and just drop it in there, and they should be all set. I think the cows are also all set for the evening hours, so how about I just meet you back at the house? By then it should be dark enough. Hopefully the Christmas tree looks like a full Christmas tree. We'll have a look at it in a minute. If not, then I just spent $1,000 for a tree that's not even there. Well, with the animals kind of set, at a distance the tree looks really nice. Until you get really close to it, then you realize there's no tree there. So there are gifts underneath it. Not many. Hopefully there's a big harvester, a big seed drill, a bigger tractor. I don't think that would fit underneath the tree. So yeah, I had to drive. The class tractor was at this farm. Had to drive it over to the sheep farm, grab a hay bale because there wasn't a hay bale at the horses. There never is late at night when you need one. I think what I need to do when I cut the grass and make some hay. I'm trying to think if I want to make some hay or do I need to make some more silage. I think we'll find out in the morning when we do some soybeans and get our total mix rations going. But if I do make some more hay, I'm going to take those bales and drop them off at the horse barn. And that way I don't have to drag them over. I got hay bales at the sheep farm. I got hay bales. No, that's it. I don't have any anywhere else. Let's see. It is 9:30. So I think if I sleep 10 hours, that should be fine-ish. 10 hours, please. Oop, not enough money at midnight, but we're fine-ish. Let seasons kind of adjust itself. That's why the clock slows down a bit. So now it's the second day in September of 2020. $7,000 in the bank to start the day, which is pretty darn good. The animals will need to be taken care of. Ooh, luckily, like the chickens, still only 18 cows though. Yeah, so I need to feed the chickens first thing this morning. Need to take care of that. The cows, I really don't need to. I got some hay silage in there. They can chow on that for the rest of the day. They even got grass. The sheep are good. The horses are good. We just really need to take care of the chickens. And I kind of forgot to drive my truck back. And the reason why I remember it now because the truck is here. Looks like our grass field is growing rather well. With this Geo, though, I next spring I'll be interested to see because with the Geo running this spring, the grass didn't grow at all. So I don't know if that's part of the Geo or what. This Geo that I'm running is for Hazzard County because it is called Geo for Hazzard County. Yeah, fill me up with some wheat, please. While I'm thinking about it, while we're here, how's the spelt doing? 780, not bad. 748. I mean, I'm in no dire need to sell this right off, and there is no high or low season on the spelt and rye. They seem to be pretty even throughout the year, unlike some of the base game crops where those do fluctuate from season to season. Let's go feed our chickens before I start losing some. They haven't been without food for a while, though. They probably ran out maybe just a few hours ago. But now they are all set. For a couple of days anyways. Yeah, still 18 cows. When am I going to start actually getting some cows here? And I say that meaning I want some cows just so we can start actually getting some milk in the containers in that little shed right there. So that's something I will need to buy at some point is a milk tanker. We do have one tanker, and I'm kind of using that for water and diesel fuel and filling up our... Oh, I forgot about the strawberry patch. I wonder how that did. Probably ran out of something because I'm sure... I'm going to guess if it ran out of anything, it was probably water. I'm going to try to drive my truck around so I can remember we got to drive that home. Supposed to be driving that home and driving it back to the farm every day. But I do need to run down and buy some DEF fluid. I need to start calling that fluid. It's not actually fuel. Although I think in game it may say fuel. So I'm going to park the truck like right here to try to remind me next to the fuel tank. Yeah, but DEF is actually stands for diesel exhaust fluid, and I always say fuel, because that's what most people, when I talk to people that have diesel trucks, and the business truck I do drive at work is diesel as well. We got the manure, don't have the water. Yeah, most everyone, we always talk about is, yeah, I need some more diesel exhaust fluid. Not fluid, but fuel. So you get into the habit of just calling it fuel when it's actually just fluid. My truck is over there. You know what? I'm not too worried about the strawberries set. I just need to get right to harvesting, I think. So the animals are pretty much all set to go. So I think I just want to get right to the soybeans this morning and get that field done. I will give the cows some water. They don't really need it, but I'm here. So let's just head right on down to the field so we can start making some more total mix rations. And no, I will not be the one doing the harvesting, because I got to be the one that's doing the transporting of said grain here. So field 35 is where we're at. I want you to do 3 headlands. That may screw you up just a bit, but you should be fine. I don't know what kind of course you're going to come up with, but come up with something. Sure, that looks good, doesn't it? Sure. No, that's the wrong button. Let's go ahead and get you to drive course. I should have turned the header on before I sent you on your way, but you're fine. Are you going to get stuck? Yeah, that's what I thought here. So, yeah, I'm going to probably have to do the headland, because you're going to get stuck on that fence line. I don't want to back up too much because I don't want to damage any of those crops. But we'll keep the course loaded. So once I get the first headland done, he can get back on his way. This fence line is a little bit close, but, you know, we can deal with it. No straw when it comes to soybeans, which, you know, I wouldn't mind some straw so I can go ahead and sell it. But we got enough of it, and we're going to get more of it probably in this in-game day afternoon when we start doing the barley. We'll definitely get more of it then. Yeah, this field is right up against the fence line here. All right, Peanut, you can't get it all, so just do what you can here. I can always go back and get the little bits. Yeah, the fence line is right up against the field here. I mean, I guess what I could do is just go around the headland and just re-terraform the field right around the fence line and just make it like grass. But it's fine. Just that course play would try to overlap a little bit, and it's going to clip the fence line some. Once I get the first headland done, then we'll... I was like, why isn't that harvesting? Because the header came so far off the ground. Did not realize there was a dip there until the harvester dropped down about a foot. That would be a rude awakening, sitting in the harvester and dropping like a foot like that. So the good thing I'm seeing is, yeah, we're getting a decent amount of soybean. I do see we have some lost crop in the center, but it's not that bad, really. And actually, I don't think there is any more fence line here. But I'll keep harvesting until it gets almost full, then we'll have to go grab the Dutes Fire and come on down here and emptying them out. So as for total mix rations, like I said, I got 100,000 liters of corn in the mixer. I think I got tons of silage in the mixer. We just don't have no soybeans. So we're going to get our soybeans this morning. And that will start making our total mix rations. Should be fine for the cows for at least a year or so. I mean, I guess it all depends how much soybeans you get off here. I forgot what the mixture is on the total mix rations mixer. I think it says so on the mixer what the ratio is. So I can kind of guess when I head up there what we actually need. I mean, we get what we get. But I think we're going to get quite a good amount of soybeans. This field is a decent size. I'm hoping sometime today we start getting some cows. I mean, it says 0.1 years, so let's see, we got 6, 12, 24 days in a season, so 0.1 could be 2.5 days. And that's been at 0.1 for 2 days. Yeah, so it should be like today, I would think. But then again, you know what happens when I think. Things get screwed up. Alright, so go ahead and drive course because you're getting full enough to where I need to grab the Dutes Far. And I'm going to try to meet him down at the corner of this field so I can turn around and follow him up. But I'm hoping I get, I don't know, should we shoot for 75,000 liters off this field? I mean, that would be really nice. It is good. Last year's harvest did not go, it went okay, but we had some issues. The first season, sometimes you have some issues because all the NPC fields are getting sown in late. And that's what kind of happened with us. Because we started with absolutely nothing on here, and I bought fields, and oh, you're full. No. Don't be backing up like a country mile. Can you just like stop somewhere? Stop. And I can't get underneath. Alright, now you're going to push me. Alright, I see how it's going. Alright, I should just let you do your thing, and we would have been fine. Yep, get around those crops. There we go. Let's go ahead and unload you. And once we get the first headland, like always, it's going to be much easier. Yeah, so once we get all of our animals and all our crops kind of harvested, we can kind of see what I got for storage. I can kind of start planning next year what to plant where. We also have to look at the crop rotation to see where we're going to get our best yield from previous harvests as well. I'm hoping next year maybe we can just put down more crops that we can sell. I don't think I'll be doing much more corn for ethanol, because that'll be the second year we've done that, and we're going to get tons of ethanol fuel. Tons and tons of it. Last winter we made... Oh, we wait a second? Yeah, I wasn't prepared. I forgot you turned sharp back my way. But yeah, last year, the 2 cornfields that we did, we only got to be able to harvest one of them. And when we sold the ethanol fuel in the winter, we got like $1.1 million worth of ethanol fuel out of it. So now we did 2 cornfields. Yeah, we should get a decent amount of cash there. So I'm hoping that will pay off the loan, which it should. And also give us enough cash to buy the equipment that I want to in the spring. So when it comes time to seeding the big fields, I won't have a 9-meter seed drill trying to seed up those things. I love how the chopped straw comes out of the back of the Lexion, how it swivels like that. So at some point this morning, I think after we get done doing this field, our next jobs for the day will be to take care of the animals at some point. Although they're all looking decent, so maybe I can get to the end of the day with them. But whenever we get done with this field, the next field to be done will be the barley field, so I can start bringing the barley down to the flour mill and start making some flour. We can make us sell some flour as well. But I do have some straw bales to sell, so probably when I set course play on to start harvesting the barley field, what I can do is in between unloading the harvester, maybe I'll grab the Volvo truck and the auto-loading baling trailer and grab some bales and head on up to Cletus's to get rid of those, because I still have like 300, I think 300 bales or so to sell, which means like about another 8 or 9 trips with the auto-loader, something like that. We don't make a great amount of deal money from the straw. I think we were making, on 39 bales, we're making somewhere, was it around $20,000? Something like that. It was $20,000 they didn't have before. Just finishing up our 3rd headland here. And I was hoping for like 75,000 liters. Well, after just doing 3 headlands, we're up to almost 60,000 liters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this right on up to our silo. Hopefully I can dump it in just by the auger wagon. And I think we'll come down here, we'll grab it, we'll hop into the harvester ourselves and finish off the rest of the field. And hopefully I can unload everything into the auger wagon throughout the entire field, but I'm not going to complain if I fill up the auger wagon and have extra, because that just means I got 90,000 liters in the auger wagon. Or wait, 100,000 liters. This holds 100,000 liters. But let's go ahead and let's go up here and at least get our total mixed rations mixer going. It's not like I'm out of total mixed rations, but I just wanted to start working and filling up and doing the things that it does. This makes me feel better that I always have a supply. I'm the farmer that always wants more supply on the farm than I need, just in case. And the question is, can I get in here with this thing to fill up, or am I going to have to put it into the truck? Don't think I can. No, I might be able to. Sneak in here, climb the wall. Is it gonna go or not? I don't think so. Alright, so I guess I'll have to put it into the truck. Not a big deal. Like I said, it's not like I'm out of it. I need it right away. I don't want to be climbing the wall in there. I mean, I already was, but we'll just go ahead and dump this into the truck, which is right around the corner. And we'll go down there and relieve the duties of our course play worker. And we'll do some harvesting ourselves today. So 60,000 liters of soybean. So, you know, we should easily get over 100,000 liters off that field now, I would assume. Perfect. Let's zip back on down there. I want to do some harvesting myself. I thought about this for a second of taking this field that we're in and merging it with the other one that we're harvesting now. And I think, nah, I think we'll keep the field. I don't need to be making the fields bigger. They're big enough as it is. And by separating the fields, at least we'll be able to have the opportunity to plant a whole bunch of different kind of crops down. Part of me would like to put down some red cabbage, but that just means I have to get a root crop harvester, a header, and but we might do so. I guess we'll have to wait and go through winter and see how that comes about. I think if I park this right here, we should be fine-ish. I'm glad you're right at the end of the row. Let's go ahead and stop you. Turn that off completely. Put this on myself. We'll cruise control it. And I don't know which way I'm going to go. I don't know if I'm going to go around just like I'm doing headlands or go up and down the field. Maybe just go up and down the field, because I don't think I can make it all the way around back to the auger wagon. So maybe just do a couple of up and down passes before I start doing around the field again, so I can time it just right. It is kind of the only thing that's weird about the withered crops, or yeah, I guess they are withered, that the harvester still doesn't thresh them and spit them out the back. It's almost like the game is treating them as just like dead crop, that they're not there, I suppose. But you think the header would still chew them up and just spit it out the back. You just don't get no grain from it. Either way, it is what it is. So let's see, what time is it? It's 9:30 in the morning. I'm hoping to get this field done by the noon hour, which I think we should be able to. It's not that big of a field. I would put it around the same size as the cornfield, so I would think I can get it done in a timely manner. But the good news is, like I said, we've already bought about 60,000 liters into our truck. And I'm up to 7,000 liters already into here, so yeah, it should be a good harvest. Should give us plenty of soybeans for our total mix rations. But let's go ahead and finish off this field. There'll be one less field to get done. Then after this field, we just got our barley field, which is a pretty decent sized field, and then we got our two small canola fields over by the sheep farm.
Boy, it's been a while since we talked, and my head's getting nervous. I can't handle this on and off. I can't, no. I just gotta know where you are if I want to remain sane. But but you ghosted every text and call. Oh no, you could be running off with somebody else. Ooh, boy, I ask myself, yeah. Wait, maybe you're just off doing what you said. Ooh, think I've lost myself. Tell me what's the hold up, baby. Tell me why your phone's off lately. I don't wanna go off crazy, but I think I'm losing it. Tell me where your heart is these days. Are you being honest with me? I don't wanna go this cray-cray, but I think I'm losing it bad. I think I'm losing it. I think I'm losing it. I think I'm losing it bad. I think I'm losing it. I think I'm losing it. I think I'm losing it bad. I've been staring at my phone too long. Feel my eyes getting tired, and the battery is long, long gone. Oh no, no. There is something you're not telling me, but I can't wrap my head around it. You said you and I were meant to be last week. You could be running off with somebody else. Ooh, boy, I ask myself, yeah. Wait, maybe you're just off doing what you said. Ooh, think I've lost myself. Tell me what's the hold up, baby. Tell me why your phone's off lately. I don't wanna go off crazy, but I think I'm losing it. Tell me where your heart is these days. Are you being honest with me? I don't wanna go this cray-cray, but I think I'm losing it bad. I think I'm losing it. I think I'm losing it. I think I'm losing it bad. I think I'm losing it. I think I'm losing it. I think I'm losing it bad. Wish my mind and I could free ourselves from agony, but without you here, it's hard to keep my thoughts clean. I'm just worried there.
I really have not been keeping track how many times I've emptied into the auger wagon, and of course every time I go there, it's not a full combine load either, so I really don't know how many liters are in there at the moment. I do know that we're just short of like $60,000 up in the trailer at the truck, but I do believe we do have over 100,000 in total. Can I get this whole? Oh yes, that works out well. Perfect. It's like it's meant to be. But there is another field done this fall, doing a lot better than last fall. Last fall, the harvest was kind of late for us. Then the weather turned kind of, I don't want to say bad, but it just rained just enough to where the crops were always seemed to be just wet, so we couldn't harvest anything. But this fall, so far the weather gods have been on our side, so everything's going well. Actually, I forgot what day we're actually on. We're actually on Tuesday, and there is no rain in the forecast until Friday. You can see 80% chance of precipitation on Friday. So basically I got today, Wednesday, and Thursday, so I got like 2.5 days more of harvesting to get in. And Saturday looks good as well. One of these days I would like to make some hay, if I can, but if we do, we do. We don't, we don't. So yeah, the next project for us for harvesting is the barley field. That's a nice big field, so I want to make sure I get that done. The canola fields, I mean, we should get them all done. Should be an issue, but I want to make sure I get the bigger fields done first. We got all the fields done now that the animals require us to get done, which was the wheat field, the corn field, and the soybean field, which we just did. The corn and soybean are for the cows for Tomix rations. The wheat is for the chickens. And yeah, I didn't do any oats this year because I still got plenty of oats for the horses, and I should be all set for a couple more years. The one thing I do want to do this winter though is we're going to take the 9 horses. Is it 9 or 8? Well, the horses that we have, I want to bring them back to the wherever we got them from, and swap out for 9 more horses, because we're losing $10 a day on income on the horses, and I don't know. I didn't want to try getting a new set of horses to see if the income resets or what's the deal with that. I'm not quite sure. I'm a little bit confused on that. I want to make sure I get it all into the first trailer, and I'm watching the auger pipe and not my tractor, and that's raining in my truck. So the question is, am I going to fill the first trailer? If I do, that's 120,000 liters. And do we? Yes, we do. So over 120,000 liters off that field we got, and nope, that will not fit over the cab of the truck. So we'll swing it back around. So, yep, just shy of 125,000 liters of soybean, which I am happy about. Let's go ahead, and now we'll put this into our Total Mix Rations mixer, and that can get started. And then we can see how much we get. So, yeah, if I get, I at least want 100,000 liters, because I don't know when those cows are going to arrive. And actually, we got a whole bunch of different timetables of when cows are going to arrive, because I got some that will... there we go. I was on the wrong trailer. Yeah, some we're expecting cows in 0.1 year. There's another set of cows that are expecting calves in 0.4 years. And there's other ones that are expecting calves in 0.8 years. So, yeah, it's all over the place. So yeah, I at least want 100,000 liters of Total Mix Rations in here. I do wonder now that with the silo now quote-unquote functioning, I wonder if I come over here, and if I go down to this and go back up, with it actually on, no. So I assume this is actually functioning correctly now. So it's actually 25% corn, 25% soybeans, 50% silage. So the corn and soybeans should almost equal out, and that means I just need silage. I have no idea how much silage is in here, unless I go to the trigger over here and put a trailer under, and I can see how much I got in there. Back trailer. And dump that grain on in. And what I am going to do, just so I can see the stats of the silo, what's going on here. Just give me a better idea. So we come into here. So yeah, we got 115,000 liters of soybean right now. 94,000 liters of corn. So I got plenty of corn to put in here. I cannot. Does this not take silage and Total Mix Rations in this trailer? That's not the right button. Trailers. Where is this trailer? Tipper trailers used to transport harvest. Semi-trailers be attached to tractor used by... So this does not tell me the crops that it takes. It does not tell me the crops that it takes, but I'm assuming that's telling me that it doesn't take Total Mix Rations or silage. Alright, that's fine. I mean, I just really wanted to see how much was in there, but oh, wait, was I in the no. Yeah, I was trying to figure out if I was under the correct belt. Alright, well, not a problem. I mean, we're making it. I know there's some in there. Not going to worry about it too much. Let's go ahead and get this trailer system all set up. I'm going to drive it across the street because, like I said, in the afternoon hours, which is... Oops, I want to go through here. It is actually right about noon, which is perfect. Let's go ahead and just park this trailer system on down alongside field 39, is it? Yep, so, yep, more bales of straw, please. We're going to have plenty. Tons and tons of bales of straw. Yeah, I don't think I'll have time to... Because with barley, I'm going to yield pretty decently. And, of course, the Massey Ferguson will be behind it, the combine, making bales. And I'll be following around with the Dutes Fire, unloading the combine. Yeah, I think if I just park the truck down here, because this is where the bulk of the field is. And I do have to remember, I do have some field on the other side of a quote-unquote river. As you can see, all the bales I got here to pick up. Quite a few, and that's not even the whole field. And these are 8,000 liter bales, I do believe. Oh, you know what I got? It's not going to show up because... let's turn that back off. There it goes. 8,000 liter bales. Yep. Alright, so yeah, I need to sell these at some point. But yeah, I think we're going to get the barley harvested. At first, we're going to put it into the silo back at the farm. And once the harvest season is done, then we will take all the... Yeah, I almost said all the flour. All the barley on down to the flour mill. I should show you where the flour mill is. The flour mill is in the southwest corner. Oh, down by the sawmill. So here's your ethanol plant, which we'll be making trips there. And here's a flour mill right here, right next to the sawmill. Over here is the sawmill. And then, nope, jump over that. And over here, this should be the flour mill. So you can actually bring the grain down by train. I think, can you, is there a drop-off point here? Yeah, I don't know if that trigger is there, but maybe it is. But I assume we drop off our grain here. Ooh, that is going to be tricky to drop it off in there because I'm going to have to back in. I did not notice this before. Yeah, so I'll have to back in to drop off our grain. And then the flour should appear... wait, where is it? Is it going to appear here? Yeah, I'm not quite sure how this works, but we'll find out together, I suppose. Yeah, I'm just looking for any other kind of trigger system. Any other platforms? Yeah, so I'm just going to assume it's going to spawn. It'll spawn in here somewhere, I hope. But we'll find out in the future episodes. But that's what we're going to wrap up for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time in Hazzard County. But until then, have a good one.